2 years, so you can tell him he left college. There's currently a warrant out in New York State for 2 nude men riding on a four-wheeler. Let's see, we'd like to have the driver of a white Suburban with Missouri license plates to report as the Indiana State police officers. Want to talk to you guys in the back, just know who we are. Yeah, back at the hotel, we were telling these guys about a new game we had in Kentucky. If you pull up the stoplight, when you stop, everybody gets out and runs around the truck. You guys stand up back there. I know that. Come on, get the table going. Where are you? There you go, right back over here. So a couple of them going, God telling us the truth? So Tracy and I pull up behind them for a stoplight. Damn, they all get out in the car. Except for this one guy in an orange shirt. He was kind of heavy. He was the last one around, and they kept locking the door on him. And the light turned green. He's beating on the side of go to the next stoplight. Sure to God they won't do it today. Oh my God, they're doing it again right now. Here comes a little fat guy around the corner again. They didn't lock him out of the car again. But it's really an honor to be here with you all as fans, because you all know what it's all about. Gary Porter brings up Joe Lowe, a good friend of both of ours, passed away this year. I'm proud to go home and tell his wife, Kathy, that he's been recognized over here, and I think that's super. Our sport is made up of great, great people, and I'm one that's just lucky to be involved in this sport. I really am. I'm trying to keep track of my notes here, and the first thing I want to do is have Mike Welch come up here, please. Where are you, Mike? Come on, bud. You said you want an interview. Let's get an interview. That's one of the California guys. You can tell, can't you? Okay. So, Mike, what kind of hair curler do you use?
Not much anymore, that's for sure.
Not as much as we used to. Hey, extra large shirt, too, just like me, huh? Okay. Well, listen. So many guys, the sports and others in the East Coast sport, but you did a great job out on the West Coast, and I want to thank you for that. A lot of, this guy's in the Hall of Fame, we're awfully proud of him, and everybody kind of had their own way of doing things. You definitely had yours, but now we got that interview in right now, man. Thanks a lot for coming out. Okay, thank you for what you did out there on that West Coast. Let's see, Alan Pizzo. I understand there is a Suburban for sale with low mileage on it. Back at your Chevrolet dealer, that your mom, I think it only went to Minnesota one time is the word that I'm getting here. Okay, let's see, Gene Patterson. What a sucker. Patrick's sitting there telling you, man, you're my buddy, I love you, you're my man. Can I borrow your credit card? I'm going to California. Get it? Patrick. Okay, leaves Indiana, Ohio. Gets to St. Louis. Oh, I forgot my wallet. Gene, you want to ride to California with me? Yeah, man, I go out there. What's going on? Hey, everybody rocking. We're going to Vegas. That's where it was. Going to Vegas. We're rocking. We're going to Vegas. Hey, Gene, what station you want to listen to? I want to listen to a little Merle Haggard. Gene, you got the credit card with you? You can listen to Merle Haggard. It's credit card. So I think if to fill all those rigs up runs right at what, $1,000? How many times you fill it up on this? 2 times. Thanks a lot. I gotta say, you're a great guy. Speaking of that, you're gonna be up here someday. Don, you will be too. Where's Mike Fathers? You're gonna be up here, and it's really, here you go, Mike. It's really a good feeling to be recognized by your peers. I'm kind of like you guys. I'm a guy from Owensboro, Kentucky. We walked out in the middle of the Houston Astrodome, and the guy handed me a microphone and walked off. There was no place to hide. I had to start talking. There was a young lady out there, and she said, "What's the matter?" And I said, "I've never talked in front of this many people in my life." And she gave me the best advice that I've ever received as an announcer. She said, "Don't talk to all 80,000 people, just talk to me." And that's what I tried to do. I tried to tell your all story. It's a good story. It's a great story. Bob started us off. Free enterprise system. Guys working, starting their own businesses. T-shirt sales, promotional stuff. You guys have done such a great job. You have a tendency to give a lot of other people credit, but you deserve a lot of credit yourself, you drivers and crew members out there. That's something else. To all your crew members, thank you. Because without you, I know that thing wouldn't go up and down that highway. Speaking of going up and down the highway, I remember first time we left Charlotte, Scott Stevens was driving the truck. Pablo Huffaker was the crew chief on the trailer, under the truck, going down the highway. Seriously, he strapped himself there, they're changing the transmission going down the highway. But that's the way Pablo was. Don't worry, Scott. That's the way he was, man. That guy, he's a workaholic, I'm telling you. But, you know, it's really strange how things work. And I'll give you a perfect example. My whole life, to be inducted into any Hall of Fame, my God, it's a blessing from the good Lord above, because he's the one that gave me the talent. But whoever told him to break my lead tooth out right there last night, yeah, that's it. So I'm panicking. I don't know what to do. My God, I'm going to go in the Hall of Fame. I got to talk to all these people. So the picture's taken. I'm going to ask Patrick what to do. So I go and say, Patrick, what do I do? I lost my tooth. He said, oh man, just tell him you're from Kentucky. I said, hell, I am. He said, then hold your finger like that while I'm taking pictures tomorrow. Okay. So speaking of talent, I want to thank this young lady here. That was a beautiful verse that you sang as the national anthem. Y'all agree with me? That was fantastic. And I thank you for sharing your talent with this group. To all the wives out there, man, every one of you deserves sainthood. I'm telling you. And it's like all the guys have said, it's been an honor to be a part of this thing, and actually to be at the beginning of it. That's what kind of makes it special, because I remember these guys were coming in. Every one of these fellows that told a story here tonight, I can remember it. I look at these pictures on the wall, and I'm thinking, I was there for half of those. And to be able to do that, to me, is the blessing. But the person that really got the blessing in this are the kids in the United States of America, from hospitals to foster homes, to adoptions. I've seen what you guys do. You don't tell a lot of people about it, but you do a lot of good. And like I told you today in the meeting, if you had a half a penny for every smile you brought to the face of kids, you're millionaires, and you know it as well as I do. Okay? And I'm proud of you for that. My youngest daughter, Camille, is with me. Lynn and I have two lovely daughters from China, and they didn't know what I did for a living. So we're at the house one day, and I hear this pitter-patter come flying through the house. I thought, man, there's bumblebees outside, or somebody saw a snake, or there's a cricket in the house. The only three options I had, I thought we were in trouble. Dad, what do you do for a living? I said, well, I'm an announcer. They didn't know. There was a man just like you on television right now talking about that stuff. Get in there. So, like all people, I just thank the good Lord for blessing my children. Lynn, I thank you so much for your support. I really feel bad because all these guys tonight, I've told my wife how hard it was going up and down that road. And my theme song was, nobody knows the trouble. I'm thinking that. And you guys are telling everybody, yeah, it's a party going up and down the highway. We're having a good time. Everybody out. They're not telling the truth, man. Believe me, they're not telling the truth. But the friendships that are made around here are kind of interesting, and that's what it's all about. Hey, the money, can't take it with us. Okay, the trophies, give them to the Girls and Boys Club because they can use them after we get through with them. But what we keep are the memories. And this sport is unique because people that have never driven a monster truck are part of those memories. Just like the best drivers that have ever been in the sport, the best chassis builders that have ever been in the sport, they have encompassed you. If you stop and think about that now, how many other sports can you walk up and have a relationship like you have with these monster truck drivers? And I'm very proud of them for that because they've worked hard at it. All these guys, they work hard. They don't get very much sleep going up and down the road when we were doing things, but they would still come out when the youngster wanted to have his picture taken and they'd sign an autograph. And they'd rub him on the head and say, hey, this is what the word was tonight that hit me. Tell the little boys, don't be afraid to dream. I had a dream one time. I was going to drive a monster truck. And all these guys tonight that stood on this stage before me, I want to congratulate you on your dream coming true. Thank you very much.